in sorry.
No, sorry. I put them in recording.
All right. I'm working in a multinational industry, automotive company. I'm living in Santa Catarina. I am married. I have 2 children, 2 boys. I am 36 years old. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you and welcome. Marcio.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Marcio, married, and I have 3 children, 1 boy, 2 girls. I was born in Bahia, but today I live in São José dos Campos for a month, countryside of São Paulo, right? And I play music instruments since my childhood, my life. I like play contrabass, and I'm working warehouse leader in a logistic and production company in San Jose, and I ride a bike sometimes with my family. Yeah, I'm studying English this year, and yeah, guys, that's it.
Okay, thank you to be here, Marcio. Welcome. Leandro.
Hi there, I'm Leandro. I'm 31 years old. I have 1 son. He is completing 2 years of, can I say it? He's almost 2 years old. It's better to say it that way. So I live here in Florianópolis. I was born and raised in Rio Grande do Sul, a city near Porto Alegre city. And what can I say about me? I am here. I particularly like these Sundays meetings. I don't know. It seems that people are in a different way, different mindset. It's a great day to practice. So that's it. I like to be here with you guys.
Okay, thank you. I like that you'll be here. Wanda.
Hello, everyone. I'm Wanda. I'm from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. I'm a dancer, and my hobby is scuba diving. I have 2 sons, 2 daughters-in-law, 1 grandson, and 2 cats. It's that.
Okay, thank you, Wanda. Luiz. For a mute. I will split you, and after you return, okay? Tracy.
Hi everyone, my name is Tracy. I'm from Pernambuco. I work as a civil servant in a public agency, and I'm also a dance teacher. I teach Brazilian zouk, and I start.
No, what kind of dance, Tracy?
Brazilian zouk is a social dance.
Okay.
And I started. I know about the TNT during the pandemic, so I started participating in 2020. But I've not participated in TNT for a while, so I feel like I'm forgetting my English, so I'm here to improve it.
Okay, thank you to be here. I don't know if it's only for me, but the sound, it's a robotic sound.
For me too.
Yeah. For everyone. So Tracy, I don't know if you can fix that to listen better, okay? And Luis? Okay.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Luiz. I live in Campina Grande, Paraíba state. I have one cat. Name her is Mimi. And my favorite color is purple. I'm studying data science, and I love cooking, and I have 20 years old, and I don't know.
Okay, it's your first time here?
Yeah, first time.
Yeah, in the immersion?
Yeah.
Yeah, so feel free. Here's a free space to talk, to chat everyone, with everyone, and nobody correct anybody, so it's okay. And here's a space to practice. Okay, so
Okay.
we are welcome here. And
Thank you.
guys, my name is Vanessa. I am 45 years old. I'm married. I have a son. His name is Pedro. He's 21 years old. And I am a procurement manager in a logistic company. And I started in TALK in the beginning of this year. And I am invited to be host here in September. And I start effectively in October. So I am a beginner, but I really like to be here and to bring some subjects that we can discuss and improve our English. So let's practice. Now I will split the room, 2 rooms, okay? And I will share the questions on chat. So I will break up the rooms. Some questions? No? Okay, let's start. You're invited, please. See Andrea, Felipe, Leandro, e Wanda. Okay, guys. So share the questions now. Are you seeing the questions? Okay. Okay, guys. So question number 1. Are some parts of your city considered more dangerous than others? Which parts? So let's start with Andrea.
Yes, I live in Guarujá. It's considered a tourist city. So there are some neighborhoods that have more dangers than other. But I can say that in nearly the beach in general is when the thieves are waiting for your victims. So we need to be aware, to be careful in going to the beach, for example, because they are always there waiting for us. And you,
Era-
Vandinha?
only,
Sorry?
only question, Raya. There is a more dangerous beach in Guarujá. For example, Enseada is it's more dangerous than Pitangueiras or this kind of thing?
Yeah, I think Enseada, because it's the biggest in Guarujá, but in general, all the beaches are dangerous, but Enseada is the focus because it's the largest one.
Okay.
And you, Vandinha?
Hello, Andrea. Nice to see you. And I live in Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. Yes, here there is many dangerous hills and with a drug dealer, and it's hard to visit this part of the city. And you can, if you take a Uber or a taxi and the driver don't know about, or you at a GPS and stay in that place, it's really dangerous. Your life is in danger, really dangerous. Yeah, unfortunately, but I think it's in all our country is like that. How about you, Felipe?
Let's go. I'm living in São Bento do Sul, Santa Catarina. Basically, here is very peaceful state. No very danger, but this city was founded or colonized by Europeans, pretty Alemãos, I don't know this correct pronunciation, but
German?
here, German, all right, thank you. But here in my city, have one neighborhoods. I don't know, bairro.
It is neighborhood.
Neighborhood. All right. This is neighborhood. Have minimal incident of criminals. For example, drugs, traffic, but no more dangerous here. It's very safe to live. All right.
Thanks God. Oh, thanks God, because I think that here the only one. And you, Leandro?
Yeah, Leandro.
He is not the only one.
Oh, wow. So
Here in
good.
Florianópolis, of course, it's a capital city. So we have criminals, we have criminal incidents, but it's totally different from Rio de Janeiro, Rio Grande do Sul, and other places. It's not that safest place like São Bento do Sul, but I like to live here. It's kind of course, there are neighborhoods that are more dangerous places. There are communities, but it's a good place to live. There, and following and answering the question, there are neighborhoods kind of Monte Cristo, the north of the island region. There are a couple of criminal people, but it's a safe. How can I say? It's a good place to live. There's no that kind of criminals as we can see in other places here in Brazil?
Well, guys, I live in São Paulo, so no. In general, in my reality, in general, it's a normal place. But I know, and everybody knows that there are neighbors so dangerous here, and we need to take care and to be aware all the time, because you don't know when it happens something different. So, for example, I am and living in São Paulo all my life, and the only times that I suffer something kind of crimes were in the traffic. So this is a problem. It's a huge problem here. So guys with a gun or guys on motorcycle and try to thief you. But in general, I live in a neighborhood, a calm neighborhood. But calm in São Paulo, it's different to calm in Florianópolis, São Bento, this kind of thing, because even calm, we need to be aware all the time. So it's different. If you walking on the street with a cell phone, for example, probably we will rob it. So we need to be aware. But I know that there are a lot of another neighborhoods much more dangerous than mine. So it is. And let's change for another question. Are there any places you are afraid to visit because of the high crime rate? If so, where? Leandro, please start.
I'm sorry, Wanda, but I'm afraid to visit Rio de Janeiro in general. I know that that there are a lot of beautiful places there. I'd like to visit Paraty City, but I have a lot of kind of afraid to be there because we only notice bad things about criminality in the state of Rio de Janeiro, especially in the city of Rio de Janeiro. So it could be something kind of prejudice, you know. I know that there are a lot of good people there and good places to visit, to see, but I'm really afraid to be in Rio de Janeiro in general.
Okay. And you, Wanda?
Yeah, Leandro, you are sure. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, Rio de Janeiro is so dangerous to visit it because we stay here and we know about the places and the time and how to live, how to deal with the many criminals that have here. But I live in Niterói, is less dangerous than Rio de Janeiro. Here is a small city. I never knows about like a criminal on the beach. Never knows about, but there is many hills here too, and if you go there, it's danger for your life. It's really dangerous. Yeah, it's like that.
And but do you have another place that you are afraid to visit without Rio de Janeiro, in another place or another country, for example?
I have afraid to visit all the big cities because I think the crime is in all the big cities. I get an assault in Belo Horizonte and never in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, it is. Andrea, and you?
Yes, we always say about Rio because Rio is on TV every time. But I have already 2 times in Rio and nothing happened, thank God. But I don't know if you stop to think in north of the country, it's dangerous too. And I think we need to be aware in everywhere, like Wanda said, because the danger is all the is all is in all the parts. I believe.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately. And you, Felipe?
I agree with Leandro. I love Rio de Janeiro, but I am afraid because the violence there. I am afraid to drive and make a mistake and get in a violent community. It's very dangerous. But I think the television media, I don't know, exaggerate a little because shows a lot of bad condition of the Rio de Janeiro. Another place that I am afraid of Mexico. Mexico is very dangerous because of drug cartels. It's very dangerous in this located.
Yeah.
Is my opinion.
Okay. I agree with you about the cars. So for me, I'm afraid when Waze conducts me to a different place, or it's not a principal or
Street.
mainly is a street or road. I am afraid.
Street.
Yeah, secondary street. Yeah, thank you. Because I'm afraid. So I avoid ways for that. I prefer use Google Maps because of that. And because I know in every place, in every city, there is a community or there is a neighborhood more dangerous than others. So, and when you live in the city, you know the place that you can go or not. But when you are visiting new cities, it's different, and you need to be aware all the time. And sometimes you can commit some mistakes, and in these mistakes can be fatal. So for me, I think that I'm afraid for the ways. And about another countries, I agree with Leandro and Felipe about Mexico. And but for me, I would like to visit, but I'm afraid to go. It's Venezuela, and because Venezuela, I know that there are groups that kidnapping people to ask money and to, don't know how can I say, ameaça, to put gasoline in your body if your family doesn't pay. So it's unbelievable.
At
And
least gasoline is cheap then. So
yeah, I think that's about that. And but it's unbelievable to thinking about that you visit a place and you are kidnapping and maybe to introduce gasoline in your body. Oh my gosh. So for me, it's not. I prefer to be here. Let's move on. Are there problems with drugs where you live, Felipe? You listen about?
Yes, I'm listening about the synthetic drugs here because very nocturne shows, I don't know, nocturne dance. This is consume from synthetic drugs is very big here.
In the parties?
Yes, party. Yes.
Okay. And you,
but no more cocaine, maconha, no. No.
Interesting. And you, Wanda?
Yes. Here in Rio de Janeiro is a huge problem. Here there is cocaine, there is weed, and there is all the kinds of drugs, and they export drugs, and federal police is aware about, but it's a huge problem here.
But near you or not?
Yeah, Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrea?
Yes, we have a porto, I don't know how to say, in Santos. So we always see on TV about the federal police finding drugs on the ships, something like that.
Yeah, it is. And the Yolanda?
Yeah, I think that there are drug problems in every place, almost in every world, if we can say that. But here, if I need to buy some weed or some cocaine, it's easier than buy bread, for instance. Easier and cheaper, at least.
Oh my God, yeah. The inversion.
Yeah,
totally.
about the other questions that we already answered, it's interesting. I agree with Felipe in that, we are talking only about the criminals itself, but if you consider the traffic, the rage on the traffic, for example, if you do a mistake, you can be involved in a fight, and people are using baseball stuff, or knives, or even guns, and it can be a completely tragedy only because it was a mistake. So to drive in big or small city, even, it's really complicated, because if you are in São Paulo, you can be theft, or you can be robbed, or if you are in a small city, you can be in a traffic rage situation. So it's complicated to live Actually,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, traffic for me, it's the worst thing that I have here in São Paulo. And but about drugs, here in São Paulo, there is a Cracolândia, and now they split for another neighborhood. And unfortunately, you can see homeless for all the city. And these people, not all people, but some people, use drugs in the middle of the street. So it's so sad to see that, to watch this happen. But after sometimes, or you I don't know, you
have used it to
eh,
it becomes normal to you.
yes, it is. You let me see.
I have a colleague in my work.
You
He
are
lives in-
familiarized with that, and you don't
matter.
Take care.
you don't shock it more. It's a craze,
It's
because
spend time.
yeah, I think that is so sad when I see this kind of scene on the street. I am preoccupied, but much more sad and bad with the situation, unfortunately. Let me choose another question. Let me see. Do you always lock your house, apartment? How about your car? I would like to listen Felipe. Felipe, in São Bento.
This is crazy here. No. For example, my house, for example, no wall. Wow.
Okay, well,
All right.
okay.
It's funny. Cars here park with window open, and the case, I don't know the correct case, in the ignition. No boring anything here.
The key in the ignition. Wow,
Yes,
my gosh.
yes,
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
For
I
example,
can move for your city.
Yeah, I would like to
I
know.
want to move.
yes, I wasn't born here, but I moved here in 2015. I don't know, 2015. I'm from Minas Gerais, but it's very interesting for violence here in the city. And it's no common here. It's
Yeah.
very easy. It's very good from live here.
Wow, my gosh, it's so good to listen that that there is a place in Brazil that it's possible to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and and you, Wanda?
Of course, I lock everything, house, car, and put alarm, and etc.
Unfortunately, and you, Leandro?
It's funny, but even considering Florianopolis a safe place to live, here the smugglers, if I can say, the thiefers, are now thieving, robbing the gates. You know, the gate of your house, because they are made from aluminum.
Wow!
I win. I win.
God.
My gosh, yeah.
They were robbing the
A cable here.
Okay,
The
but
cable.
no, we haven't cable. It's all Wi-Fi right now, but
Yeah,
and
unbelievable.
to rob the gates, it's something that really impressed me negatively.
Yeah, yeah. And you, Andrea?
Leandro, you are not alone because here in Guarujá, it's happening too.
My gosh.
Yeah, and I live in an apartment. I believe that it's a little more secure than living in a house. But I remember 20 years ago, I used to leave my motorcycle outside the yard to the whole night. And in the morning, my motorcycle was there. But nowadays, we need to be careful even in the safe place because it's very dangerous. And I look at everything, guys, motorcycle, car, my apartment, everything.
Oh my gosh. No, I live in an apartment too. So about the look at the door, I think that's more, I think easier, and it's not so big a preoccupation here. But about the car, yes, of course. And after, and I put the protection in the windows, anti-thief rubber, because I suffered 2 times with broken my windows, the glass. So now I think that I feeling safer than before, but I put I spend a lot of money in the parking lot. The first time it is, I spent a lot of money. Then in the end of the month, I see, oh my gosh, every month, each month I spend a lot of money in parking lot the first time. So on the street, I try to be fast and to leave in the car and enter on the place and lock everything, and with the window with protection. So it's terrible here. And sometimes in the, for example, shoppings, a large shopping's parking lot, for example, there are rubber with the tires, pneus, or this kind of thing too. Yeah, yeah. It's unbelievable. The last one, and I will return for the men's session, okay? Do you know someone who has been a victim of a violent crime? The question number 9. Leandro?
Yeah, I know a couple of people that were victim of violent crimes, mainly in Rio Grande do Sul. Here, not so much. So my sister were robbed when she was getting home, kind of 11 in the night, you know. So she was working the entire day, and when she left the bus, she went robbed by a armed guy. So it was fast. There was not physical violence, of course, but the psychological, emotional violence is something that really touch us. So my sister, I know people that were kind of kidnapped, but you know that lightning kidnap crime, that the criminals keep you in your car and try to use your bank accounts, something like that. But recently I don't have noticed nothing with my people that are near from me, but in the past, yes, I already knew people that were victims of violence.
And you, Andrea?
Yes, my husband, in the beginning of the year, he had left the bank with the money, the whole money of the month, and two people robbed him in the street with a gun. So it's impossible to do everything. Something.
But I think that's better. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God he didn't have an attitude to, because he's so, oh my gosh, if it will not happen to me, because like that, like to, how can I say, ele gosta de falar que é o bonzão, tipo assim, né?
No, but it's and
Yeah.
this time it's better to be calm.
Yeah.
And to do nothing. Wanda?
Of course, I live in Rio de Janeiro. Many people I know suffer violent crime. And when I stayed in Guarapari, Espírito Santo, I was a victim of two thieves, and they put a gun and they punch me and they get me in the ground. They want to get my mobile phone, but I don't have mobile phone with me. And I stay, well, there is a huge violence of me, with me.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Guarapari,
Sorry to
in
listen that.
the main street, within the day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes happen. And you, Felipe?
Yes. My friend was killed by I don't know, bandidos, gangsters in Minas Gerais. He was mistaken for someone, other people else who didn't pay for drugs. He was killed for with gunshot.
Wow.
Yeah.
But are you living? Are he living or not?
Yes, in Minas Gerais in the
No,
past.
but he's alive?
He was killed.
Yes,
Was
killed.
killed. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Sorry to hear that.
He was confundido.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
other someone didn't pay for drugs.
Oh. Yeah, guys, it's a difficult times to believe in this earth. It's difficult. And guys, for another group, how was the conversation? Was good? Rodrigo, what was your first impression?
Yes, it was really good.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Nice different point of views. Nice.
And I don't know if you answered this question, but I would like to listen. do you believe that public executions would deter crime? It's the question number 6. What's your opinion?
It's a hard question, but I think it's work. It's you make an example, and then the people will think more a lot of before to make some crimes. But in Brazil, the law it's the problem. You don't know if goes the right sentence. It's a difficult question. So.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Can be an example, but because here it's a lot of corruption, probably only the poor will be executed and not the mainly criminals. Luis, do you drink and drive? Question number 7.
I cannot drive.
Okay.
I cannot drive. And drinking, no. I do not drink.
Okay, but do you consider correct drink and drive or not?
No, no is correct.
Okay, guys. Felipe, what's your opinion about the first immersion?
Sorry, repeat, please.
What is your opinion about this immersion, this conversation here today?
I'm really good. Thank you for thank you all for time. For me, it's very interesting. I'm learning more. Thank you, Vanessa. So I participate more times here.
So guys, now I will put the survey. Please answer the survey on chat, please. And I would like to invite you for the next Sunday when I will talking about beauty and the physical attractiveness. Totally different for today. So it's more light, it's lighter than today, okay? So yeah, it's different. And if you have some opinion or tips for me for the another subjects, please let me know, okay? Please let me know. So thank you so much to be here, and we will see you again on the next Sunday, okay? Thank you so much. Don't forget to answer the survey, okay? Thank you for everyone.
Vanessa.
Have a good
Thank you.
Sunday.
Have a
Bye-bye,
nice Sunday,
guys.
guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.